What exactly is diabetes? Diabetes is considered to be a metabolism disorder. A diabetic's body cannot properly use glucose as a supply of energy because it has a problem accepting the glucose. Glucose is a simple sugar or macromolecule that is broken down from food. Cells in the body use glucose to convert to ATP or energy. However, in order to do so, the cells must accept the glucose. How does the cell accept glucose? A hormone called insulin allows this process to begin. Produced by the beta cells within the pancreas, insulin is released when there is a high amount of glucose within the bloodstream, or, simply put, a high blood sugar level. The insulin keeps the level balanced by invoking a signal in the cell to take in the glucose and use it for energy. How it does this is by attaching itself to insulin receptors that are on the surface of the cell. Once the insulin attaches to the cell, it sends a signal to a vesicle within the cell containing GLUT4 proteins. These GLUT4 vesicles combine with the cell membrane, allowing an opening for the glucose molecules to enter the cell. This means that the cell has accepted the glucose and begins the process of converting it into energy. Are there different types of diabetes like there is cancer? The answer is yes. There are different types of diabetes. There is type 1 and type 2 diabetes. What makes them different from each other? Type 1 diabetes was once called juvenile diabetes due to the fact that it usually occurs during childhood or adolescence. However, type 1 diabetes can also begin in adults as well. It is a condition which the pancreas produces little to no insulin. The reason why the pancreas does not produce insulin is due to the fact that type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease, meaning the immune system attacks parts of the body, which in this case attacks the beta cells in the pancreas. It continues to incorrectly target the beta cells until the pancreas is no longer capable of producing insulin. Type 1 diabetics are considered to be insulin dependent. The cause is not yet certain, but it might be due to environmental and genetic factors. Type 2, on the other hand, is characterized by the body's lack of response to insulin, otherwise known as insulin resistance. For type 2 diabetics, their pancreas is producing insulin just fine, but the problem lies in the fact that their bodies are losing its ability to respond to the insulin. In result, to counteract the high levels of glucose, the pancreas continues to pump out more insulin until it eventually reaches the point where it can no longer do so. Although the exact causes for insulin resistance are still unknown, research believes that excess weight and physical inactivity contribute to the resistance. How are they diagnosed?
Created using Powtoon.